I'm about to issue a verbal DP. And a DP, I feel like that's a gang word. That's like an LA slang term. A DP is discipline. It's disciplinary action. I gotta holler at Drake because I talk about indie artists. I talk about certain genres of music on this podcast, and there's been like a bunch of controversy. Drake is just he's just taking he said free smoke a few years ago. He's really he's checking all sorts of people. He's checking Joe Budden, he's checking everybody. But the one person now you go ahead and check your other hip hop contemporaries, but when you start getting out of line, you need to stay in line. And it hurts to do this. It hurts when you have to discipline somebody's music you love. Cause I'd be the first to tell you I've been rocking with Drake's music for a very long time, and I have an episode where I'm actually going to defend him for these whole ghostwriting claims. So it hurts when you gotta put the belt to somebody's music that you love. You know what I'm saying? So, or the person who makes music that you love. Let me speak clearly. Now, on one of these songs, Drake diss Esperanza Spalding. And for those who don't know, she's like I think she came out the gate as like a jazz artist, but one of the records of hers that I own is called Emily's D Evolution. And this is actually one of the first records that I bought when I got my record player. And I bought this record because I fell in love with another album of hers. And my wife and I share a mutual love for a specific song called Cuerpo y Alma. And I believe that's translated heart and soul. This woman is amazing, to say the least. And she shocked the world in 2011 when she won the Grammy She won the Grammy for Best New Artist. And let me tell you who she won the Grammy over for Best New Artist. Now, So the nominees were Justin Bieber, Drake, Florence and the Machine, and Mumford & Sons. Now, I'm going to just keep it real. That is a lineup. Because all of these artists today, all of the mentioned artists today are pretty, I would say all of them are pretty big in their own lanes, in their own genres and all that. Like when I went to go look this up, and I actually remember when she won this Grammy, because this was the first time I heard of her, but I didn't listen to her music when she won this Grammy in 2011. In 2011, I was like 17, so I was still in the limitations of hip hop and R&B. That's all I was listening to, more so just hip hop and rap. Not even R&B like that. I wasn't open to other genres of music back then. I just remember for me that Justin Bieber lost the Best New Artist thing, because Justin Bieber came out the gate just like such a huge artist. Whether you loved him or hated him, you couldn't get away from Justin Bieber. So when you see this Esperanza Spalding person win Best New Artist, it's like, who? Huh? So in 2011, when she won this, like, it was super left field. So Drake actually addresses this on this new album. So I'm reading this from xxl.com, xxlmag.com. On one song in particular, Away From Home, the OVO sound leader disses accomplished jazz musician Esperanza Spalding. Now let's read these lyrics. Check it. All right. 4 Grammys to my name, 100 nominations. Esperanza Spalding was getting all the praises. I'm trying to keep it humble. I'm trying to keep it gracious. Who cares? Michelle Obama put you on her playlist. Then we never hear from you again like you was taken. All right, now Drake, check this out. Because you never heard of her afterwards. First of all, you probably never heard of her to begin with. You go ahead and keep finding artists like Georgia Smith, and I apologize if I'm saying her name wrong. This is the first time I actually pronounced Georgia Smith. I don't know if the J's on some Spanish stuff where the J is silent, it's Jorge Smith. I don't know. I'm just keeping it real now. I'm ignorant now. You go ahead and keep messing with, PopCon and the Africans and finding other people, go ahead and hang out with Bad Bunny and all of them. You go ahead, diss Pusha T, do that. This Joe Budden, this, you know what I mean? This, but come, this is like, this is like a shot that doesn't need to be taken. Talking all that, we never hear from you again. No, we kept hearing from her because she kept dropping music. She kept dropping music. She was never supposed to be the big mainstream. Not saying that her music isn't capable of it or she's not talented. All I'm saying is you're dissing somebody in a smaller field, and at the end of the day, it's rap, and it's like competition. You know, you want to be the best, you want to be the man, you want to be macho, bravado. I'm this, I'm that. I'm one hit away from tying Michael Jackson or beating Michael Jackson on the charts or something like that. I get it because I'm from this culture. I get it. But also there's a level of selective politicking. The same way that I listen to Pusha T, the same way that I listen to Joe Budden and got love for both of them, I'm still sticking up for somebody. It's selective. You go ahead and diss them, but you're stepping out of line when you come on this side. You heard? She made Cuerpo y Alma. Check that song out and tell me that's not hard. And if you don't like it, then we got a problem on the set. So it's just one thing that I just had to get off my chest, because I'm like, okay, you're stepping outside of hip hop with this one. Keep it, you're going like below the belt. Now, do you expect Esperanza Spalding to like make a diss song, like a jazz diss song, or a experimental diss song? No. Like, it's like, it's like you're picking on somebody. And at the end of the day, is it that deep? Absolutely not. It's not that deep. Like 100 years from now, nobody cares. But I think it was just left field for me. I'm like, why is he mentioning Esperanza Spalding? Like, keep Esperanza out your mouth. Like, plain and simple. I'm not gonna keep talking about this much longer, but keep Esperanza out your mouth. I'm gonna tell you like that. I don't want no problems with Neeks or Chubbs. I don't want no issues, but I'm not turning nothing down. Do me like Detail if you want, but we ain't turning nothing down. This is the Cool Hand Podcast, and we ain't going for it. So that's that. I just wanted to, come to the defense as if anybody's gonna as if Drake's gonna hear this. But yeah, don't do that. We're not doing that.